Hey, welcome back to It's Just Gems. And about a year ago, there was a family that was requesting and demanding that their ancestors' land be returned to their family. It was known as Bruce's Beach. The Bruces were a husband and wife during Jim Crow, and they bought the land in order to have a section of the beach where black people could go because it was during Jim Crow and it was segregated. White folks didn't want the Negroes on the beach. So they purchased this land and they were thriving. Black people were coming from everywhere to vacation at their resort there on Bruce's Beach. And the white folks around it were getting angry, as they always had done in that during those days and sometimes now. Pocket watching and seeing the growth, and then they said, well, if so many Negroes starting to come, then our property value is going to decline. So they got with the city, and the city stepped in and took over the Bruce's Beach property under eminent domain. They said they were going to build this park, so they needed to take the land. Well, of course, they were liars, and they never built a park. They just took the land and offered the Bruce family like $14,000. And that was that. So in an effort to make it right, they ended up returning the land to the descendants, which were two great grandsons of the Bruces. They returned the land, and there was a clause that the land could be sold for up to $20 million back to LA County, or they could lease the land annually for $403,000, I do believe, to LA County. Well, just recently it was revealed that the grandsons decided that they would sell this land for $20 million to LA County. Now, I don't know what's going on behind the scenes, but what I do know is I wish that these brothers were not going to sell this land. There is so much money to be made. They could create a resort. They could build some Airbnbs on the land. They could just do nothing and lease the land to LA County for $400 and some thousand a year. I don't understand why they would want to sell the land. And what makes it worse, their grandparents, their great-grandparents, the Bruces that originally owned it, they had refused to sell. They wanted that land. They fought for it, only for their great-grandsons to just give it up within a year. So a lot of people are not happy with that. I know it doesn't affect everybody else, but there were actual groups that organized to champion this move to have them get their land back. There were organizations that fought for this, and some have even come back and said this is not what your great-grandparents would have wanted or what they would have done. They fought tooth and nail to be able to keep this land until the city had to come in and just take the land, just steal the land from them and give them a check. And this is so sad because, yeah, they can use the 20 million and try to, or I don't know how much taxes they have to pay on that or how that works, but they can use it and try to create more generational wealth or create more money or businesses. But if they just get the money and that's that, they're seriously losing. If the city is going to pay, if they're going to pay them $20 million, this land has got to be worth $100 or so million. They're not giving them a top dollar for the land right there near the water. This is crazy. Again, I don't know what they have going on, but to me, this is how you could build generational wealth. Keep this property, put a high rise on it, do something with this property as far as making it a tourist attraction, just like your great grandparents did. And I definitely don't understand why not let them lease the land. And I don't know if that means the whole plot of land would be the lease, or could they divide it up and let somebody else use a portion of the land? I don't know, but what I do know is that 20 million cash out. Oh man, this just, it hurts everybody. It's like, what? Why would you do that? Man, that just doesn't make any good sense to me. It doesn't have to, of course, but this is what happens so often with us and our people. We sell, get the quick money, like a lot of the entertainers have done, selling their music rights, selling the masters, and then they didn't know that people 50 years later would still be playing their music, and they don't get a dime off of it. Their music would be used in movies, and now we have the digital world. Music is being played in metaverse, and they don't get a dime from it. Or they've sold their likeness and don't get a dime from their likeness being reused and put on all types of curtains and bath curtains, shower curtains and pillowcases, all of that mess, because they sold out for the quick buck. Man, let me know what y'all feel in the comment section. Is it none of our business? Is it this is par for the course? This is what happens. We always sell out for $1. Or is this maybe the right thing for the family to do? And that's just that. Let me know how you feel about it. Make sure you hit the like button before you go. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And until next time, peace.